This week, the RBA will hold its final board meeting of the year, and Australia's September GDP numbers will also be released. So that sounds like Christmas come early for Ed Boyd. He's our business reporter. He joins us now. Lots to get your head around this week. We'll start with the RBA tomorrow, and economists believe interest rates will rise to 3.1%.
One more rate rise for the year. That's the expectation from economists. However, looking this morning at some predictions, about 23% this is market analysts, believe rates could actually be on pause tomorrow. So there's a 77% chance of a rate hike tomorrow. Small chance that rates may be paused by the Reserve Bank, because remember, just last week we had the new monthly inflation indicator that came out, and it showed inflation in the month of October actually went down from 7.3% down to 6.9%. But there was a big caveat with those figures. They did not include the rising cost of energy prices during the month of October. So the Reserve Bank will look at that inflation figures very closely. And economists do believe, a majority of them believe, we still will see rates rise tomorrow, Laura, from 2.85% to finish the year at 3.1%. So that is the expectation.
Okay, Wednesday, the growth figures, the growth numbers for the September quarter will be released. GDP expected to grow, 0.6% in the quarter. Is that good?
0.6% in the quarter, it's less than the previous quarter. So this is looking at the September quarter right now, which we'll get later this week. The previous quarter was the June quarter. But if we look at the annual numbers, they're expecting a growth rate of 6.2% from September to September. But if you remember to this time last year, the same quarter last year back in September, there was lockdowns. The economy actually went backwards in the third quarter of 2021. So while annual growth of 6.2% looks good on paper, it's really because the same time last year it was negative growth. But look, the things to look out for on Wednesday will obviously be consumer spending. That's a big part of our economic growth figures, as well as the costs of commodities. And we saw in the papers today showing how strong commodity prices have been, giving this government a really big budget boost as we head into Christmas, because we know the price of coal, it's about $400 a tonne at the moment, which is particularly high. And then obviously iron ore today, it's back up to about $108 a tonne. So that's roughly its highest level since September this year. So iron ore slowly going on the way back up, and coal is remaining particularly elevated. So commodity prices playing a big role in Australia's economic growth.
They certainly are. Ed, thanks so much. We'll check in soon.
Thanks, Laura.